This is good. These people deserve to remain in jail until their court appearance. The woman, Ruby Frank, the Eight Passengers YouTube channel parenting advice person, uh, she starved her kids and abused them, and after her son escaped, she got arrested. Hopefully, she's put in jail for the rest of her life, along with her partner who helped abused her kids.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help. And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house, and we know there's been problems at this neighbor's house. He's emaciated, he's got tape around his legs, he's hungry, and he's thirsty.
Tonight, the haunting 911.
Those kids would have probably starved to death, and it would have been way too late to save them. Yeah, it's fortunate that he was able to escape.
One call from the neighbor who found the son of Ruby Frankie after he allegedly escaped from being tied up in a basement.
Fox 13 News reporter Lucy Nelson breaks down that phone call and tells us what came out of the YouTube mom's first court appearance today.
Lucy joins us now live in studio. And Lucy, for those just catching up on this story, describe who we're talking about here and who was in court.
Kelly, Ruby Frankie is a Utah mother of 6 behind a well-known parenting YouTube channel called 8 Passengers. She and her business partner, Jody Hildebrandt, also ran a so-called counseling site called Connections. Now, last week, both were arrested and charged on several counts of aggravated child abuse after evidence surfaced suggesting they kept 2 of Frankie's children tied up and starving in Hildebrandt's basement.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help.
This is the 911 call from a man in Ivins, Utah. A 12-year-old boy showing up on his doorstep in an unimaginable condition, asking him to call police.
And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house, and we know there's been problems at this neighbor's house.
That neighbor's house belongs to Jody Hildebrandt, where she and well-known YouTube mom Ruby Frankie broadcasted their controversial parenting advice and counseling site called Connections. It was in that same home where police say Frankie's son escaped from the basement and ran to a neighbor's house for help.
He has duct tape around each ankle. Yeah, there's sores around them. I think there's a good chance he's been... Oh, and he has them around his ankles. I mean, his wrists as well. Okay, this boy has been...
That's horrible. So she would duct tape them to chairs more than likely. Wow. Like, it's crazy how she's a famous YouTuber giving parenting advice and she's been abusing her kids.
This kid has obviously been... I think he's been detained. He's obviously covered in wounds.
The dispatcher is heard saying they'll send an ambulance, and in the background the boy tells the neighbor that he doesn't need help and that nothing bad was happening to him at Hildebrandt's home.
He says what's happened to him is his fault.
The boy was immediately...
Wow, that's sad. So the mom and her partner has convinced her kids that what they're doing to them is their fault and they deserve it. And this just goes to show that not everybody should be having kids.
Immediately transferred to the hospital, and later police officers would find his little sister in the basement of Hildebrandt's home in a similar condition.
Afternoon, Mr. Winward. How are you?
Frankie and Hildebrandt had their first court appearance Friday in Washington County.
My case is assigned to Judge Barnes. I would make an oral motion today to transfer this case to Judge Walton so that co-defendants track each other.
The judge granted a switch of Frankie's judge to be the same as Hildebrandt's. The two will continue to be held without bond. Hildebrandt's attorney also filed a motion to the court asking for an expedited detention hearing, citing the defendant has experienced a life-threatening medical issue resulting in her hospitalization for several days.